Wow, what a day already. Where to next? A lot of the smaller banks, due to yesterday's massacre, right? A lot of people took their money out and started putting it into larger banks that they feel are more trustworthy, right? But banks are banks. Keep in mind, even the largest banks on earth all collapsed in 2008. And they all had to be bailed out by the Fed, who has an infinite money printer. So, yeah, some people move their money, but others decide to opt out and put into Bitcoin. That's why Bitcoin has such a good rally yesterday, right? But this is still, it's not like, okay, this is all past. No, this is still a real thing. A lot of banks are still hurting right now. Credit Suisse is still weak, one of the major banks out in Europe from Switzerland. And that's because there's weakness found in their financial reporting, right? But someone like First Republic, which sold off like 70% yesterday, is rallying 57% today. As if yesterday's fear never happened. I don't know. I think the rally with the banks today is premature. I think there will be more bank closures, even though the Fed came out with a new loan program, the Fed facility, which will facilitate this new loan, okay, that the Fed is giving out to the banks. So I don't know what the limits are. Maybe there is no limit. You could borrow as much as you want so that that way you don't collapse. Maybe, but that's just going to lead to more inflation, more money printing, more money that the Fed nor the government has. In fact, I didn't show it, but there's a balance sheet of the Fed. It went into the negative billions already. I think it was approaching negative like 50 billion or something, whatever they handed out. And as for the U.S. government, we are negative 1.2 trillion. Okay, so I mean, we don't have the money, but we just keep printing and spending it. That's why people are turning to Bitcoin. Even Morgan Stanley's own analyst is saying this is Bitcoin's moment to shine. And why do they feel this way? Bitcoin was created as a way for anyone to hold value in a private digital wallet without needing an intermediary bank to hold the value for them or to facilitate transactions. Basically, you get to be your own bank. You get to hold your own money. You don't have to worry about bank runs or fears or closures, right? You get to control your own money. That's exactly right. That's why Bitcoin was created, right? So even analysts from banks are now starting to say, yeah, go buy some Bitcoin. Go buy some Bitcoin. All right. So we know that Bitcoin is doing pretty well right now, above 26,000. Entire market cap has jumped by almost 10% today. Absolutely fantastic. And this is just the beginning. We just started today. Who knows how high we will be, but I have a clue. I think I have a clue. I'm going to share it before Q&A. But if you're looking at these charts, I've shown many of these charts, right, showing our current trajectory, our current path off bottom, and how it compares to previous bottoms and previous trajectories. Well, they all look pretty darn similar. And here's one that's looking at a golden ratio multiplier, right? And according to this, the local top that usually happens after coming off from bottom, right, is somewhere between a blue and red line. And in case you're curious where that is around $40,000 to $50,000. So does that mean we will be rallying up to $40,000 or $50,000? Some people have predicted this by June, right? And maybe we retrace afterwards, or maybe we don't, because people just keep, putting their money into Bitcoin. But that is anticipated next stop, according to some, at least according to this multiplier. But there's many that's like this, showing that Bitcoin is coming up from bottom. And there's a lot of moving averages and targets like this one right here, right? And what happens when you break through? Usually very good things. And we are looking to break through this, which is right around like $34,000, right? So that could also be a next stop for Bitcoin. And here's the thing. Some of you guys think that today's pump or yesterday's pump is due to CZ. CZ said that he has $1 billion of emergency funds that he has set aside that that he is now going to be using to buy Bitcoin, Ether, and BNB. You know what? That hasn't happened yet. Okay, that is still there. That $1 billion that is set to be deployed has not been deployed yet. All right, so keep that in mind. So if you think that, oh, this is all fake by CZ somehow pumping the market, it hasn't even happened yet. So whatever he does, maybe when we're at 28,000 or 29,000, 30,000, we're definitely going to get another boost. But just keep in mind, it hasn't even happened yet. A lot more money coming into this space. There's banks now utilizing Ethereum for their own stablecoins. 4 Australian banks issue stablecoin on Ethereum. Interesting. I guess you could consider them CBDCs, right? But they are on top of Ethereum, which shows that, yeah, a whole bunch of projects depend on Ethereum. But not only that, now even banks and some countries that are also creating their own stablecoins utilize Ethereum. That's pretty outstanding. And as for Ethereum's deflation rate, it continues to accelerate and continues to go lower, right? So this is the reason why Ethereum is still doing well. Very, very well. And then lastly, give a shout out to all the shorts, the shorts that were liquidated. Let's give a moment of silence to them, because over 100 million worth of shorts liquidated within the last hour, and it will probably continue as Bitcoin gets driven upwards towards 27, 28, 29. We will see a lot more shorters get wrecked. We will see a lot more short squeezes, and this is what we want. We have seen way too many long squeezes. It's about time we're seeing some good old short squeezes. That's fantastic. And Bitcoin is still doing well, 26,089, and the U.S. market has opened pretty green overall. And I did see someone like Coinbase doing very well today, up 10%. Good stuff.